now as Mr. Addix brings up the PowerPoint. If you guys could confirm that you see that. I see you, Patty. If you could give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay, great. All right, everybody. I wish I could see you all when I'm doing this. Like, I almost feel like I need my computer up so I can see all of you at the same time. So I want to start by running through some announcements. So let's write these down. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Chris Estes doing, I really want to see everybody. If you can keep that up, I can watch around it. So we have Chris Estes. I don't know if any of you know Chris Estes, but he is, I mean, he's like the preacher man. When he comes on, you guys are going to love his call tomorrow night. So I mean, tomorrow morning. And I highly recommend that you make sure and get on that training tomorrow. And you guys, this is something else I would recommend. Download, make sure you have on your phone for your own motivation some of the past calls that have been done on these weekly vision casting calls, because I mean, CG Siddons was absolutely amazing, and so was Hayden last week. And even just for your own motivation and to get posture down and just hear that a few times, to share with someone else, like, here are the vision casters. This is what our community is like, and share some of those amazing calls. I would highly recommend you keep them. So I've put them in my notes. I've created a note just for that, so that when I'm at the gym, I'm doing something, I have the chance to listen to that, because it's such great training. Okay, and so next thing I want to tell you about is, this is kind of cool. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's something, can you make it? It's something that's has started to happen in Isaland. No, it's this way.
I know.
Okay, it's to it. They have tribe time. Has anybody been on the tribe time yet? Because I haven't. But anyway, it's a working session for everyone to do together. And this week it's with Casey Tom, who Alex, Mark, and I are going to see in California on Saturday. So Casey Tom is doing, so she's going to talk about just us all working together. So I would recommend that you guys plan on popping on there if you can tomorrow. The times are listed there, and so is the Zoom address. And then again, I just want to stress, I want to see you all at UIA. It's interesting. I have some cool things to share with you, really cool things to share with you tonight. And one of them kind of wraps around the importance of getting to UIA, because your story and the ability to share your story, and whoever has gone, I know Wanda, you went to a past UIA. The story is going to be changing a bit now as we enter into this new world, this new economic climate that we're all going into, and to have your story really well casted is going to be so important. And also just the way where we're going as a company, this is going to be a new UIA for all of us, and we should be there. We're also going to have the man himself, Jimmy Smith, there, and so to be able to spend some time with our man Jimmy is going to be amazing. So if you don't have a ticket yet, make sure you get it, because really, for me, I think it's one of the best events we have, in the fact that you're practicing your skill. So you're practicing the skill of our business together, and you're practicing engaged with each other. And then you have the amazing leadership of David Woods. So definitely highly recommend that. And then of course there's NYKO 2023. This is going to be so much fun. I'm so looking forward to seeing all of you in Dallas. This is you can think of it as our annual meeting. That's how I think of it. I think of it as our board of directors meeting, which of course is something that's my jam. So I love it, but it's when we really get a sense of where the company is going and where it's been in the past year, and what we're all, we have ahead of us together, and what we're sharing together. So to me, I think it's actually my favorite, hands down, my favorite major event. And I think there's great content always, and great community. So you want to get there. It's in Dallas, so it's easy to get to for everybody. And then I'm going to let Miss Alicia Boyer, none other, speak to all of you, because tomorrow night she's going to be doing Instagram 2.0. Now I want you to know a little bit before Alicia jumps out and just kind of shares a little bit about this. It's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. It's our TMA Zoom Eastern time. It says right there, EST.
Sure.
but this is 2.0. So you guys just decide if this is for you. Every single solitary person is invited. We love you all, want you all on here. We're going to move through it at a pace. So it's not going to be teaching how to post or how to connect. This is actually going to be how the nuances of building a business through Instagram. It's more important for all of us now than ever. So we're so lucky to have Alicia step out and share her. She's made a very big investment in her own training in this, and she's bringing it all to all of us, which we're so grateful for. Alicia, do you want to quickly give a little bit or talk about it for a few minutes?
Yes, hi. I did want to say that I know we've been focusing a lot on Instagram, but this as a whole is more about being a social media powerhouse. So it's not specific to Instagram. It really is about just focusing on one platform when it comes to social media. But there will be, in the videos we watch, some touching on both Facebook and Instagram, which I think in general is really helpful because they both are different in a lot of ways and really beneficial for us in different ways. For instance, you know, Facebook has a lot of groups with a lot of people that have our avatars in them. And Instagram doesn't have that. So that can be really beneficial to us, and it'll kind of touch on how we can use that to our benefit. And then also talk about Instagram and why certain things about Instagram are really helpful for us as well when we're trying to reach out and just develop new relationships with people and build trust and all of that. So I hope you can take a ton away from this. I know I have, but I'm excited about it.
That's wonderful. We're really excited too. I mean, really stoked for this, Alicia. And isn't it, it's also, it's kind of the nuance of being in that relationship and what are the building blocks of that relationship that when you find your avatar, but it's also helping you find your avatar. Is that right?
Yes. And and Lynn is going to help us with a balance here, because there's, you know, the go and let's reach out to as many people as possible, but we've all experienced being, you know, shut down or get our hands slapped when we do that so much. But that's really the name of the game. It's a numbers game until it's not, kind of thing. So Owen, I'm referring to, is who is teaching. He'll be on videos and sort of teaching us ways around certain things like that, and just, yeah, overall benefit of what we can get from basically having a room full of hundreds of thousands of people that could potentially be our perfect avatar right in this little computer in front of us, instead of, you know, trying to have I mean, back in the day, people would plan, you know, big events where they'd speak and hope that one person would be interested in what they were trying to build. And now we have it in front of us every hour of every day on a little computer, and the options are endless, really. Opportunities are endless.
That's wonderful. It's so exciting. We can't wait to get this training. And what I would say is the first step is the big world, right? It's the law of large numbers, and it's reaching out to a lot of people. But then what do you do as you go through the process of following up and connecting with those people? And that's what we're going to be learning on this. So very excited. Thank you, Alicia. We're really looking forward to it. So that's tomorrow night, everyone, at 8 o'clock. And Alicia will be taking that over for all of us. So we're really, really excited. And Alicia, I think you have, she's going to ask people to register so she knows who's coming, but also that she can create an email string to send information, because there will be handouts, there will be things to do to really help refine your avatar. So she'll be putting that on TMA. So everyone who's interested in attending this training, she's going to ask you to register for it, which she'll do tomorrow morning. But she'll have that for everybody. Okay, and then just a couple new things. There's a new tool, fabulous new tool. I don't know if any of you've seen it or heard it yet, but the people, I just love her so much, Sarah Richter, is being interviewed by Taylor Mannheim about what the 7-day is, like really how to work through the 7-day and why it's so powerful, how to reset, what the process is. It's really good. It's available in audio and video. It runs about 25 minutes. Also, there's a great new video. Did anybody see this yet? It's Dr. G, and he is training in detail on NAD. So this is a really important product. It's very, very, very current and important for our time. So to really know that, even, none of us are supposed to be product experts. We're supposed to point. We're more the traffic, what is it called? The
Traffic director.
Traffic director rather than the expert, right? So that we can duplicate, but to have things that you for your own mind, to have those buzzwords and understand what it is. Excellent tool. So some stories I want to share with all of you guys. You might want to take some screenshots on this, just where we are right now. What's to come? And this should be kind of part of your story of this era. So it's Q4 of 2022. And we're about to enter into a really busy time of year, different than like the holiday shopping and all, all that excitement. It's a different kind of year, because this time of year is when many will review how they are doing against their life plan and their year-long goals that they set at the beginning of 2022. They're going to be taking, it's a time of reflection. They're going to be taking a look at their circumstances and their achievements, and maybe where they fell short on their goals for the year. So that could be income, it could be, changes they wanted to make in addition to the house, things they wanted to do for themselves, businesses they might have wanted to open, income goals. So it's a really important thing for you to understand the mindset of people at this time. The other thing is many, many people are being reviewed. So they're not only reviewing their own life, but they're being reviewed at work for their accomplishments, against company benchmarks, especially this year, for year-end assessments and for potential bonuses. If they're, and if, that's a big word, if they're going to be included in the corporate go forward plans, because there's an awful lot of shakeup going on in our economy right now. And I want you to be aware of that. We're going to talk about that tonight. So trends in work. Artificial intelligence, AI, is actively now hitting that place where it's replacing workers. So more than 1 billion people will need to learn new skills, and fast. They're going to need to have those skills set by 2030, because their jobs are going to be replaced. Really an important thing. So you guys take screenshots of these things. The Great Resignation, you've heard about it. But now I just read something today really interesting. They said remote work and the Great Resignation is here to stay. So across all generations, all income levels, and all types of careers, it's driven by the pandemic, global unrest, and changing ideas about the nature of work. People are quitting or reshaping their full-time positions in search of work-life balance and personal growth. So if you take a look at millennials and Gen Z, they are now overtaking the entire workforce. So just for millennials alone, they're going to represent 45% of the workforce, half our workforce by 2024.
2 years.
In two simple, really almost a year, we're approaching the end of 2022. Millennials, they seek flexibility and balance. Gen Z, coming right behind them, they're more motivated by a desire to create change. They are not about getting into a box in a corporate office. They are not interested in it. They are all about remote work and doing something different. So terms for you to start having in your mind: the Great Resignation, quiet quitting, work-life balance. And here's a big one, you guys. It's not financial freedom. In this era we're entering into, it's financial flexibility. That's the buzzword. You should write that down. That should be part of your speak, which we're going to help you with, especially next week. Here's another thing to know. Wellness is moving into the forefront. So just take a look at some of these stats. I'll just touch on it for you guys. Please take a screenshot of this so you have it. But according to the American Psychological Association Work and Well-Being Survey on how workers are feeling, 79% feel stressed on the job. 44% are plagued by physical fatigue. And I just looked at it, 32% are experiencing emotional exhaustion. Someone is not muted. If you could just mute your phone so we keep a good recording, I appreciate it. Such measures Such measures are up significantly since the pandemic hit, but they're not dropping down. They're remaining high. 4 in 10 adults worldwide say they are experiencing a lot of worry or stress. That's according to the Harvard Business Review. A Gallup research poll, also from the Harvard Business Review article in March 2022, found that fewer than 1 in 4 US employees feel strongly that their employer cares about their well-being. That's a very significant number. So wellness is becoming really important. McKinsey in a 421 report said the wellness market, you guys pay a lot of attention to this because this is going to have a lot to do with where we're going as a company, but it's expected to reach 7 trillion by 2025. That's the wellness market, 7 trillion by 2025. 10% average growth every year. And that represents, this is an astounding number, 5.1% of the global economic output, the entire global economy in 2020. And this is interesting, again, according to McKinsey, which is a think tank I really pay a lot of attention to, consumers in every market reported a substantial increase during the past 2 to 3 years in prioritizing wellness. This rise in consumer interest, and they have been willing to redirect their purchasing power. It represents an absolutely tremendous opportunity. And you guys, who is the most beautifully well-established company in wellness? It's Isagenix. So another thing, and you're going to hear more and more and more about this. This is going to grow in language, so get to know it. Do some research on it, Google it. Biohacking is blue ocean, which means in an economic term, blue ocean means it's wide open. You're going there and you're the only one fishing in that ocean. That's how big this opportunity is. And it's the longevity economy, living longer and focus on prevention and wellness. It's a really big thing. And listen to this, it's expected to reach 183 billion in the market by 2028.
I mean, that's an extraordinary number because as you see in the next tick, for perspective, all of network marketing globally, after 100 years of growth, is a total market value of 180 billion.
And so this is expected to be 183 billion by 2028. That's 3 years. And so 5 years, sorry, 5 years. And
Mark, can you explain what you just said? Because I didn't get that.
Okay, so the total value annually of network marketing globally, right? So you roll up all the network marketing,
all the sales.
Yeah, all the sales of all the network marketing companies globally. It's $180 billion, right, annually. But it's taken the network marketing industry 100 years to get to that number. Whereas the longevity economy or biohacking, they're almost interchangeable terms, is expected to grow and reach, surpass it actually, 183 billion in annual revenue, annual sales by 2028. That's only 5 years away.
I like that term, longevity economy.
It's cool.
As far as like freedom, flexibility, like that's another real like buzzword for me to know off the top of my tongue.
Yep, and that's so true, Julie. So that's what a lot of this is tonight, is getting that language into your mindset for everybody. And so again, Isagenix is out front again in this area, because if you look, like Mark was saying it the other day, we were talking about it, we said, you know, we've been biohacking for 14 years since we started with Isagenix. So think about all the products that we have. Isagenix is out front again and taking the lead in biohacking, because look at the suite of elixirs that they've started to offer to all of us. Nootropic for the brain health, brain wellness. Collagen, that is functional medicine for the functional nutrition for the entire body. Adaptogen, so important for stress, but also NAD, bone broth, shakes, cleanse, organic coffee. All these things are part of the suite of that we call biohacking. So
I mean, and think of it, right? Adaptogens alone, just one of the elixirs. Jim Coover brought adaptogens to the United States from Russia. Our company 20 years ago. It's amazing. So as long as we've been involved, each of us individually, we've been biohacking. So cool.
It's so cool. So we, again, are out in front, and that's the future. And that's where that's where medicine is going. That is where it's the leading edge of self-care.
Well, it's actually, I've heard it said in a call recently by one of the Isagenix leaders, this longevity economy, the whole idea of biohacking is actually going to compete with Western medicine, because we're about prevention. We're not about paying attention to symptoms. We're about fueling optimally. We're about targeted nutrition. We're not about trying to fix it after it's already happened.
So it's wellness versus sickness care.
Very exciting.
Can we just like open the mic and scream?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's scream.
I mean, I'm like so crippling excited. I can barely stand it.
With you, Julie, I'm with you. This is a cool thing, man.
So
I mean, this is like, I can't understand it.
Amen.
yeah, Julie. And so you guys, a pack is
Like,
going to
no
start.
one else feels like that. Like, does anybody else want to jump out and say
Yes.
something?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. I know Lisa's about to jump through the computer too, Lisa Borden. Oh my God. Thank you, God.
Christmas came early.
Yeah,
It did.
we're singing Lisa's song now.
And I'm
You're
telling you,
singing my song, and it just didn't. Christmas didn't come early. It came 5 years early.
and I'll tell you what, it's going to be, it's such important timing for all of us that this is happening right now, and so great. And so there's going to be a lot, we're going to share a lot. In fact, Lisa, I'm going to ask you, not tonight, but next week, to jump out and share with me, as we're talking to everyone, a little more about this, like lifespan and some cool things. But this is a pack you can start to see. It's not a corporately sponsored pack yet. Okay, so, but this is coming. Zach and Eden put this together because they so strongly believe in this, and especially for this time we're entering into, that they put together they call it, I love it, and I'm learning to say it correctly, Patty, the biohack stack, which I could not get out yesterday on a call for the life of me. But you see what's in it. It's everything these are all the key ingredients of putting together a really good biohack. And so you're going to see more and more of this out of corporate. It's just, we're a little ahead of corporate on this. They're $1 billion company. Sometimes it takes a little while for things to settle in, but more to come on this. But this is a pack. We're going to be talking about this in many ways, and the application to be using as you're building and leading with business. 2 calls that you may want, if you don't have them, that you should tune into and make sure you watch. And one is the Blue Ocean, which they're talking all about biohacking. I have the link right here. But what I'll do for you guys, I'll put it all in TMA. So anytime you see a link, which this is the 3rd one tonight, I'll put them all in TMA. When we put this call, I'll put them all underneath it. The first call that Zach and Eden did about this is the reality of where we are going as an economy right now. So the Blue Ocean is perfect timing because of where we're going economically right now. And so what I want to do next, so I would recommend you watch both, you make sure to tune into both of these calls. I've watched them twice. This is a special message about where we're going right now from Sharon Walsh that I wanted to share with all of you. So we're just going to click on this and share this quick message from Sharon. Has anybody seen this yet?
Hey, I have a question. Where is it? And where are those 2 other that you referenced? Was that through Leader in the Loop? The 2 with Sarah Rigner, and then the other.
Sarah Richter.
Yeah, and then
They're not there. I'm going to post them on TMA as soon as we get off tonight. Okay, so they're ready to go. I just have to load them. I just have to hit send.
But they're not in any place yet for Isagenix?
You could find them. I
Like
believe you can
YouTube or
find them in Isagenix business under calls. I think they're there now.
They are.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good. So you can find them under Isagenix business under calls, and
I have
they're
to stop share to be able to optimize the clip that's coming up.
Oh, really? Okay. So Mark, we're going to stop sharing for just a minute so you guys can.
Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, guys.
Okay. So I don't know if anybody has seen this yet, but I'm going to go ahead and hit play so you can hear it. Hope I am. Yeah, here we go. Someone give me a thumbs up if you can see this and hear it clearly.
No, I'm not gonna be able to see it.
Okay.
Hang on one second, you guys. Go ahead.
Hello, and thank you for your time. As your CEO and business
partner, I wanted to reach out and share a few thoughts that I believe are really important for all of us to contemplate at this time. I
want to briefly touch on some of the global challenges that are impacting each and every one of us and share with you.
Can you guys see this?
We did for a minute, for a second, and then lost it.
Okay.
Now we see you guys.
Okay, hang on one second.
Hi.
Your lipstick looks great, Lynn.
Thank you, Gretch. So maybe if you went here, that's it right there.
You can see Sharon now?
Yep.
Okay.
our focus, commitment, and vision for the future. Now, the past 2 years have influenced individual and corporate priorities, prompting millions of people to walk away from their jobs, resulting in a global apathy to return to a conventional work environment. And most recently, we're seeing an increasingly larger number of layoffs as companies scramble to respond to a rapidly changing world. Rising interest rates, record inflation, an escalating war in Europe, plus what appears to be the beginnings of a global recession, are forcing individuals and companies to adapt, change, and focus on legitimate solutions that address the needs of their customers. And at Isagenix, we're doing exactly that. We're continuing to assess our work on the most important areas of our business, and that is all of you, our people. According to psychologist Chloe Madanez, our behaviour is motivated by the fulfilment of 6 human needs. These needs go beyond desires and wants. The 6 human needs are certainty, variety, significance, connection, growth, and contribution. And I believe that at Isagenix, we're able to fulfill all of these needs and offer a much sought after home for those millions of people who are searching for more. We all have a need for certainty, for safety, stability, and predictability in our lives. And at Isagenix, our 20-year history with hundreds of thousands of people creating physical and financial change is undeniable. Our products have more scientific backing than any company like us. Our third-party published studies provide absolute certainty that our products work. They are best in class, and our before and after photos stand as a testimony to the undeniable efficacy of our solutions and the impact they continue to have on people across the world. At the same time as we want certainty, we also crave change, excitement, and we look for new stimuli. Variety makes us feel alive and it helps us feel engaged. And it's that need that has led to what's now known as the Great Resignation. As millions of people are looking for a new and exciting way to live their lives. They want change. They want to have greater choice. Over the last 20 years, Isagenix has paid out almost $3.5 billion in commission. And that has enabled our part-time people to have more choice, and of course, our top leaders to have the ultimate choice. Deep down, we all need to feel important, unique, and special. We want our life and our work to have meaning, importance, and significance. And that is why our industry is one of the largest industries in the world, because we allow ordinary people to do extraordinary things, to not only build teams and to grow others, but to help them discover and live into their full potential. And I'm really excited about our upcoming promotion that are focused on that, on leadership development, on growing our people. We also all strive for levels of connection and affiliation with people around us. We love to feel part of a larger community. We want to be loved and cared for, and we want a feeling of closeness, a feeling where we can come together with like-minded people. And in all honesty, it's our culture that is one of the greatest offerings that we have. It's something we're all incredibly proud of. And I think now more than ever, the world is hungry for connection. And we truly are in a unique position to fill that void. We all desire to strive for something that will challenge us, to grow and expand us emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, and intellectually. And as I like to say, we truly are in the people growing business. So in order to grow others, we're of course forced to grow ourselves. The sixth human need is the desire to make a difference and to contribute to a greater good. That need to help, to serve and support someone or something bigger than ourselves in a really meaningful way. And our leaders at Isagenix, their success is a testimony to their ability to focus on helping, giving, and supporting others every single day, and I have deep gratitude to them. Contribution is also one of our core company values, and I'm beyond proud of the contribution that we have all made to individuals, communities, children in need, Make-A-Wish, and of course the ISA Foundation. So to wrap up, Isagenix is uniquely positioned to fulfill all six human needs, plus offer a proven and tested path that has stood strong through numerous economic cycles and uncertain times in the past. Our company can thrive in times of economic change and challenge, and our history has proven that. With our undeniable success and the momentum that was generated following the global financial crisis of 2008-2009. In preparation for the road ahead, we have strengthened our position so that we can make wise investments for the future that's in front of us, not resting on the successes of the past. As I mentioned in my opening, I wanted to share some thoughts with you. And in closing, my thoughts are about the leaders that were here with us in 2008 and 2009, who stayed the course, who linked arms together, who led their teams with certainty, and who focused on adding value to people's lives through our culture, our products, and the power of our compensation model. They help their customers get results. They help their associates get their products paid for or build an additional income stream. They continued to hold and attend events because they knew that helped their people grow and become the best version of themselves. And they were also the ones that reaped the rewards in the cycle of growth that always follows times of economic hardship. I'm grateful that you've taken time to watch this video. My team and I are both committed and excited to link arms with all of you.
Great message, right, you guys? Really great, really powerful. And she said some really important things for us all to make note of. So,
Hello, and thank you for your
oops,
time. As your CEO and business partner, I wanted to read.
Lynn, where is that? Where did you find that?
it's Vimeo, and also Cindy, I'll
Sharon recorded it just for us.
yeah, just for us, for all of you. No, it's a Vimeo, and I'll be sharing that as well on. So all of these videos, I'll just have a post that says videos, and everything I mentioned tonight will be shared there. So
Great.
because there's some key things that I want to make note of from what she said tonight. Mark and I joined Isagenix during that big economic meltdown, and we watched what happened. We were on Wall Street when it happened, and we watched. Neither, I don't think you were worried about it either. Neither one of us were afraid for our own livelihood, but we watched person after person after person suffer during that time. It was a bloodbath, literally. And people who had families to feed didn't know where to go or what to do. And I love that she said, we know what it's like to go through that. And they did. I mean, they were strong in that time, but I want to tell you, for us, what opened our eyes watching that cycle was the hardship of so many people around us. And we thought there has to be a better way. There has to be a way where we can show and help people understand that they can build into their lives options for their future. And I know somebody coined the phrase, I don't know if it was you or not, Cindy, it might have been, to build a financial wall around your family, around your future. And for us, that became our mission. And so it's what got us so involved and so deeply committed to Isagenix. Didn't matter what our friends said, didn't matter the ups and downs that we went through in our own business and the learning curve and all the things we didn't understand. We were so committed to what this company offered and the mission that they could bring to help other people. So, you know, they were strong through those economic cycles. They grew during those economic cycles. There were hard times through those economic cycles, but the work that was done during that time created a catapult of success for the people that stayed strong through it. So, you know, we can make a difference in the lives of others and in our own lives in what's coming, what's ahead, it's coming. And the thing that we need to do, the pivot that is necessary for all of us, is to be talking comfortably about the business opportunity. And, you know, Zach said it on that train, that one of the calls he had, he said, if people are making a decision between, you know, feeding their families or buying a product, they're going to choose to feed their families. And so what we need to do is present the business opportunity, to be strong in that, to show people a way forward. So the Great Resignation, quiet quitting, that's one force that's going on in our world today. People are stepping away by choice because they don't want to do it anymore. They want to find better quality of life. But then on the other side of it, we have a bubble bursting in terms of income for people, and we're definitely going into a recession. And so for all of us to know that millions of people are already searching for more, and as we step into this recession, those numbers are going to get bigger and bigger. So we want to be comfortable strategically in how we're talking. We just want to get comfortable with the language of business, right? So that we can help a lot of people during this time. Remember the number, they paid out $3.5 billion in commissions in Isagenix. Look at the other things that I talked about on this call. The fact that what did McKinsey say? It's a mega opportunity in wellness, and we're the leader in wellness. And in terms of biohacking, look at the expected growth, even in a down economy. And we have all those products. So you guys can feel confident and you can stand strong. And you want to make sure that what you're doing is looking at yourself and asking those questions. How am I doing? What is my skill set? How do I improve my skill set so I'm comfortable talking about the business? And I want to tell you, if you look at Cindy's business, look at most of the businesses of tremendous success in this company, they led with business. They showed people how to build another income stream. And that's what we're going to be doing, right? And that's what we want to do in an economy like this. And that's what Zach was talking about. So leading with a larger pack, it may sound strange to you when I first heard, wait, let me think about that for a minute, but it's why the value pack was so important in building, because people were coming for a business opportunity. So let me ask you a question. Where else can you start a business in anything? And so there are going to be a whole lot of people, there already are a whole lot of people trying to figure out how to create a business. Where can you start a business for $600? But when you make, right, Don, you can't do it. It's just not possible. But if we show them how to do it, and where they can sample something like the biohack stack in this economy, but that's your investment in your business. And then find two people who are business partners who want to do the same thing. So this bonus, can you go back to screen share for me? This bonus that we have set up right now that we're all so excited about, and that's a good place. And we're all talking about this bonus is actually, I'll come back to what do you do for a living? I want to go right here. The business, this pack that that Isagenix is offering, this build a manager pack, the reason they're doing it, yes, it's great for us to create managers, but it's actually designed very specifically to create duplication down in your organization. So the way it happens is you're looking to go manager, but you're also looking to talk to people, link arms with them, and show them how to go manager. Because when you go to manager, you're starting to build a business. You're duplicating your process. And this is all designed very specifically. Some leaders got together and worked with Sharon and worked with Matt and worked with Cal to put these together specifically to build duplication deep within your organization. And so we're going to talk about that. So just some things for you to think about when someone asks you the business speak. Take pictures of this, you guys. But when someone says to you, what do you do for a living? I help people create online businesses within the wellness industry. As you know, the wellness industry is the most secure, safest place to be, and it's growing. Just look it up, Google it. Because when they Google it, they're going to be they're going to be blown. It's going to clarify. It's going to give credibility to everything you're saying. What do you do for a living? I am a global entrepreneur. I help people create online businesses within the most exciting, most growth trending industry right now. And that is absolutely recession proof. People want to live longer and healthier. I show them how. I help people create businesses in the digital age. Big buzzword right now. People don't want to go back into an office. They want to work from home. They want to do digital. Digital is it's a big part of our language now. I help people create businesses in the digital age, in the wellness field, and it's exploding. These are the things you want to start when people say to you, what do you do? You know, it's some of us have a hard time answering that question. Like, I don't know, do I say I'm a network marketer? This is what you say. This is the language of this moment. So get it down, be comfortable with it. So, you know, again, the buzz today is leading with business and creating multiple streams of income. So everyone from millionaires to millennials are looking to develop more than one income stream. Alicia, can you unmute, just share with everyone the story you shared with me today real fast?
Yes, we were talking about how people are trying to create multiple streams of income. And I said, I've been surrounded by that. I have a lot of very wealthy friends, which is a hard friend group to have, but lots of comparing. I try not to, but I have watched the men who have $1 million businesses invest in other businesses, in properties, in investment properties, or just land. They are trying to gain assets, and it's almost like it can't happen fast enough. I have one friend who purchased 2 businesses and 2 investment properties, one actually in Florida this year, within like a 3-month time frame. And I feel like the people that have, you know, their hands in business and they're really intelligent and know what they're doing are doing it fast, and they know that it's the time to make a change and make moves.
Thanks.
So, and even Lynn going with her training tomorrow, and you making that statement, you know, I help who, you know, we'll talk about developing that power statement, and that will be part of our homework tomorrow. So I think this is all, you know, goes hand in hand with how we want to present ourselves.
We're excited, so excited. It's going to all work so beautifully together. And, you know, I was on a call, Alicia, with, not on a call, I was listening to a call, and Kathy Savage said, she said, I have billionaire friends who are setting up consultancies because they're smart and they're creating more than one income stream right now because it's important. And I'm hearing this over and over and over again. So everyone from millionaires, even billionaires, to millennials are looking to develop more than one income stream. So you're a global entrepreneur who shows people how to build income in the digital wellness space. Here's another way you can say it right there. So find your potential partner and duplicate them by setting up 3-way calls. That's going to be your strategy, you guys. So you'd say something like, Mary, I would love to show you what I do. Let's start by introducing you to my business partner, Julie, and have her share her story of successfully creating income in this wellness space. You're going to absolutely love her. So, again, some calls I've been on, Lisa DeMeo said she brought Lynn Hagedorn onto a call last week, a 3-way call. Did she need to bring her on? No. Why did she do it? She was showing duplication. So it's such an important thing. This is going to be this is going to be the way we lead our way through this and make it comfortable for everyone to simply drop into the art of duplication. So we're going to talk about three-way calls. We're going to practice three-way calls because this is going to be a cornerstone of what we're doing right now. So in a three-way call, what happens? It's a core skill to building your business, and you should learn it. You should practice it, and then you should teach it as you duplicate down into your business. It will rock your business because again, what do we always say? It's about duplication. It's not about what works. It's what duplicates. It's why we say, don't be a subject matter expert. Hit play, send a video. So it's all about duplication, and three-way calls is the cornerstone of that. So when you have a three-way call, when you have a new prospect and you want to cast the vision, when you're welcoming a new associate, when you're celebrating success, a product story or business success, when you're launching a new business builder, key time for that, when you're presenting the business opportunity, when you have a simple question to answer, again, every time you get a chance, you're doing it. When you have a teammate share a story with someone else, right? The more three-way calls the more three-way calls you join, do, and have, the more successful your business will be. Your new teammate will see that you are part of a team. So important today. They also realize that they don't have to know it all to build a business, and that it's easy to start a business, and they learn as they earn. So again, what did Sharon say? How important and how amazingly rare our mentorship system is in Isagenix, how we help each other. Three-way calls, they showcase our community and the support that you have and that they will have. So what are the steps to a successful three-way call? One is it's validation, right? So you're validating when you're speaking, you're creating an eager want on both sides. So Jimmy always says to me, actually, when you're getting a three-way call set up, you want me excited as the mentor to be speaking to the person you're bringing, so validating them, and you want them really excited that they're going to get to meet Jimmy Smith. So you're creating that excitement. Your job is to create the excitement both ways. So, I have this amazing partner, Cindy Hedges. Her story is so incredible. You're going to love it. She's had massive success in Isagenix. And then I would tell something about Cindy's life and how it changed with Isagenix and how she's built an enormous team. And then the person I bring, I'd say to Cindy, I'm so excited for you to meet Mark. He comes from Wall Street. He's so serious about building, and he really is excited about the wellness space, specifically the BioStack hack. He wants to run. Cindy, you're going to love meeting him. So Cindy's excited to meet Mark, and Mark is really out of his mind excited to meet Cindy. So that's creating an eager want. You pre-qualify your prospect's interest. So you're bringing someone when they're really truly interested, not just kind of fishing around. And you tell your mentor what you would like them to cover during the call. So, I might say to Cindy, here are the things that really matter to Mark. These are the things he's really looking for some clarification around, so that I can help Cindy bring the best to the call, but be focused on what Mark wants to make it a successful call. It's my job to make sure that that three-way call is successful, because I'm making sure each person knows what they can do to help, right?
Bring the heat.
And bring the heat, right, Mark? Be prepared to make proper introductions. This is incredibly important. The edification is so important at the beginning of the call. So again, your job is to be prepared to make those introductions. So, what do I need to know about Cindy? What do I need to know about Mark? So that I can make these introductions. And then you introduce Mark first to Cindy, and then Cindy to Mark, so that Cindy can pick up the call and run with it once I'm done making the introduction. You want to confirm on the day of the appointed call with both parties, and then make your introductions, and then your job is to be quiet. And I know sometimes it's the hardest thing to do, but you do not want to speak after you make the introductions, because you want to let the rapport be established between, in this case, Cindy and Mark, so they can build up rapport with one another. So this is like, if you take a screenshot of this, again, this is kind of the foundation.
It's a core skill.
It's a core skill, the three-way call. And this is how we'll run it together. So you don't, again, all of you, you don't have to be experts. You don't have to be subject matter experts in how to build a business. You're going to lean on us to be your partners. You're going to lean on those that have gone before you. And sometimes it's just a little bit ahead of you, right? If you're asking someone to share their story, it may be just someone who had, who has tried the hair revival and has a great story to sell. To share. It doesn't always have to be a complicated situation, but when you have someone interested, this is going to be your best way to do it. So I have something really exciting to wrap this call up with for all of you tonight. I recently was invited into these calls, and they're so amazingly good. And so a bunch of leaders in Isagenix have joined together, and they're talking about how important at this moment in time it is for us to lead with business, and how to do it, and what is the mindset of success as we lead this company into its newest phase, its newest evolution. And so that's why it's called Team Evolution. And these calls, you guys, are phenomenal. Again, because Alicia and I were talking a lot today, I asked Alicia to jump on one today, and she had the opportunity to experience it. It's mindset work. It's the best training. It's all of them working and sharing together what they know. And so I asked if I could invite all of you onto these calls, and I'm so excited because you are all invited to join in these calls. They're every Monday at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. There have been 3 calls so far, which I think are, we can stop sharing them, are so important for all of you to listen to before you get into the other calls, before you start next Monday. So if anyone's interested, and if you are planning on attending, what I'll do is I'll give you the link to each of the 3 calls. You should listen to them in order. They're talking a lot about, biohacking. Eden does a whole presentation on biohacking. They're talking about, again, 3-way calls, how to lead, how to build around these skills. So I just found it really helpful, particularly at this time. So if you're interested, I'll make sure you're getting each of the 3 calls so you're caught up. And then, I haven't been, that's what I've been doing at the gym, because they're really worth listening to. And it'll just help us all to join together and lock arms, which is the whole purpose of it, is all of us locking arms and working together as we're going into this time. And we're going into this time, but you know what? Network marketing thrives in this time. And so what we want to do is be organized in the way we're approaching it and recognize the opportunity that we have.
So Gretchen, to answer your question, where are our team call videos? They're on Facebook in Team Massive Action. And I post them in 2 places where Lynn announces the team call. And then I create a separate post. And in both cases, the YouTube link is right there. And if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll be good to go.
Excellent.
Is it your Team Massive Actions YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can put that on.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
Okay, so I'll be linking all of the videos we talked about today when we get off the phone tonight. Mark will also be including this call and posting it on TMA. And then we rock and roll. And then tomorrow night we have our very first training with Alicia at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Right, Alicia? I just saw 9. Was that for something else?
No, she's.
No, I have a training at 9 right now.
Oh, all right. Bye, Alicia. Everybody
No,
say
wait. One thing. So you had mentioned about me posting on TMA for people to register. I'm kind of hesitant on that because I'm not necessarily supposed to be training this. So I don't want to put it out to like a ton of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so would you like me to put it on and just say, would anyone like be registering for some special training? Well, that's all we'll call it, is special training, or
okay. Yeah, maybe
we'll know who we're working with.
Yeah.
Does that work, Alicia? I'll do it.
Okay.
And I'll just say anyone who's interested, the special social media training. Is that good?
Okay.
And I won't
Yes.
even say with you. I'll just say social media training. How's that?
Okay. Whatever. Yes. Whatever you think. I just don't want like a ton of people to come and be like, oh, I know Owen. Oh, and look, she's sharing your, you
No,
know
no,
what I
it's
mean?
only going to be within TMA. It's not going to be out in the world.
No, I know, but there's a
Okay.
lot of people in TMA.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be careful, but
Okay. Okay. I totally respect.
Smart,
it.
makes
That's
sense.
fine. Yep. Absolutely. If you're
thanks, guys.
Okay. And if you're, and you have to jump now, but if you're not comfortable with that plan, you and I will come up with something separately. Okay, babe?
Oh, yeah, okay, perfect.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Bye,
you.
darling.
Good night.
Great to see you.
Does anyone have any other questions?
Well, Lynn, will Alicia's trainings be recorded? Tuesday nights I have my ladies group, so is there a way we could still get that training if we can't be there at 8?
You know what, KJ? I don't think they're going to be recorded.
Okay,
I'll have to ask Alicia about that, but I don't think she wants to record them. But I'll ask her because she had to jump, but I'll get back to you, KJ. I'll just text you separately and let you know.
okay, thank you.
Lynn, can you let me know about that also?
Who just said that?
Alex.
Alex,
Oh, yeah, sure, I will, honey.
thank
Okay,
you.
all right. So I actually, yeah, I'll let you both know.
And me too, Lynn.
Who's that?
Barbara.
Barbara, okay.
Okay, okay. All right. Okay, you guys, I'll let you all know. And Alex. All right. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining us on the call tonight. It's going to be a really wonderful time. It's going to be a really interesting time for our company and for all of your futures. So it's going to be fun. So we're excited for all of you and what's to come, and have a wonderful night.
We appreciate you guys so much. We love you.
We love you back.
Thank you
Thanks so much, guys.
This is
so
exciting.
Great call. Thank you.
So exciting.
Enjoy
Great
that.
call.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Everyone.
Good night.